Всем привет! В эфире подкаста «МАРХИ». Сегодня у нас в гостях студенты по обмену из Франции. Hi.
Hey.
Can you please introduce yourself?
So hello, I'm Claire V. I come from France, with my friend Victor. And we both study in the Paris University of Paris-La Villette, in the north of Paris. And I don't come from Paris, I come from the west, the western part of France. And you?
Yes, I don't come from Paris as well. I come from a city which is 40 kilometers from Paris. It's just we are here for 1 year for studying.
Studying MARKHI, yes.
So in which year are you studying now?
In the 4th year.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. How did you come with the idea to study in Russia?
I guess you start.
Okay. When I was in school, I had two friends, one from Moscow actually. She was born in Moscow, but she was half French, half Russian, and I always listened to them talking in Russian. I was I want to understand what they're saying and stuff. And I started learning Russian 3 years ago, but just in not university, just by myself. And I wanted to, to discover your culture, how you live, and to maybe find some cliché about Russia that we heard a lot in France or in Europe, and so.
So basically, it was just about your friend.
Yeah, that was the starting point. But I really like the culture and your language. I think is really beautiful too. So I wanted to try to improve myself.
Pretty complicated language. Yeah, you got it already. Okay, what about you?
Well, at first I was not supposed to go to Russia. I wanted to go to China, but so it's a long story. So I just all of this COVID stuff. Maybe you heard about, and just I didn't made it for China, and I was during this time studying Russian in the school because I love a lot languages, and I think Russian is a very beautiful language. It's also difficult, declination and stuff.
Yeah.
And so at the end I was just looking for a destination, and since Klavi was going to Russia, I just started to interest myself for Moscow, and I was just why not, since I'm studying Russia, why shouldn't I go to Moscow? And and I was also very interested in the culture of Russia concerning classical music, because we have really great here.
Yeah.
So I just went to Moscow.
Yeah, and you also have such a big country with so many landscapes. You have the sea. You have a whole continent just for one country, and just amazing. But if you compare the size of France and Russia, it's just
Okay, and what were your expectations or maybe fears about this trip?
I would say maybe language.
Yeah.
Because we were studying Russian, but we spoke very choo-choo Russian. And so
yes.
So the first time we arrived here, we didn't spoke at all. And actually the people we met didn't spoke a lot the first day, so it was just trudno.
I think it was mostly the language barrier, because I know that in Russia people don't speak a lot of English. I have this when I wanted to make my Troika card, I went to the office, and it's written in big letters we speak English. And so I went to see the woman, and I was hello, I want to make a card, and she was she was not understanding me. And so I understand that she was a lie, because she didn't speak English at all, so I had to translate it on my phone and show it to. Yeah, so I think but it's good that people don't speak English, because we have to go and speak Russian. So.
Yeah, but now you're pretty good in Russian, I think.
Yeah. No.
No? Yeah.
No,
because you have Russian language classes here in MARHI.
Yeah, we have.
Did it help you?
Yeah, a lot. We have a very good teacher.
She's amazing.
She's just she forced us to practice, And also she forced us to learn grammar because we were like learning some basic sentences and words in the real life, but grammar we didn't went to it because like it seemed too complicated. No, it's coming.
But it's super difficult. Like for example, we are learning like the verbs of movement, and like there are 15 words to say like I'm going out, I'm going in, I leave, I like go buy something. Like
it's like pre-radit, post-radit, whatever radit. Like
it's super complicated, but it's really interesting, and we're trying to our best to like get better in Russian. So yeah.
Okay, and what are your impressions about Moscow, about Russian people, maybe in general?
Okay, for Moscow, I would say it's huge, very huge city. Comparing to Paris, it's just like Paris is the size of the center of Moscow. So when we first get here, we're just like, we're here since 6 months, but we didn't saw Moscow. Like we saw maybe the center, but not a lot of stuff. And so Russia is big as well.
Yeah. But I think the first thing we noticed when we arrived is like, I don't know, like in France we used to like to smile to people like in the streets, and it's like normal for us. Like even we enter a shop, we say, hey, bonjour, like how are you? Like we always have to, I don't know, to look happy. But like in Russia or in Moscow, like people tend to just not smile. And if you smile to someone, like it looks at you like, what the fuck? What do you want from me? So like I think like the attitude is a bit different, but like I don't know, like at first people seem like a bit like cold, like not cold but like distant. But when you get to know someone, like you can make like really good friends. Like we met you actually, like you seem like not very welcoming at first, but.
Thank you very much.
You're good.
I think it's true. Like Russian people are so focused every time on themselves, and that's why they don't pay attention.
They seem really shy, like not shy, but they are not like extensive people. They keep things for themselves, like, and so you have to break this like thing around people to get to know them, like much more.
Is it difficult?
Maybe it might be difficult at the first, but like that's an amazing personality because when you break it, like when you go over like the first impression, it just appears like Russian people are very open to discussion and to speak, and also they're like not a lot hypocrite, like it's about being direct and straight and stuff. Like in France, we say a lot excuse me or thank you, and so when we first came in Russia, we were a lot. Every time saying
Sorry.
like извините, пожалуйста, спасибо, извините, and at the end people were just like, why are you saying that? Like, it's just you just have to be straight. Like, do you want something? Нет.
Just no, it's cool.
So maybe do you have some difficulties in language or in culture or something like this?
Maybe.
Okay, with language, we have already discussed it, but maybe some cultural differences, no?
Actually,
I don't know.
I really thought that people would be like very different from us because like we're actually like very far like from Europe, but I don't know. I think we're kind of the same because because we live in Paris and Moscow, it's also big cities, so I guess it's okay because we didn't have many difficulties. Like okay, maybe
it was like everywhere we went, we actually met people who were just like welcoming. Like it was really great, and so maybe it was like scary at the beginning because we didn't know the language, we didn't know the stuff, but we actually quickly felt like
welcome.
Okay, and. So.
Yeah, and every time we like, I don't know, for example, in a bar or like somewhere.
For example,
like somewhere in the bar. Museum. And we like, I don't know, we speak English with, I don't know, the barman or like some random people in the room. They're like, oh, where are you from? And like really like welcome like foreign people, and it's really cool actually.
They're
because
interested.
yeah, they're really interested. Like and like this, there is always this question like, why Russia? Like every time we meet
very,
new people,
very
it's
typical
like
question.
you could go like anywhere, but it's just like Russia, and like I don't know, because it's super interesting and it's actually like really good experience like to be here. And
Yeah, I think like Russian people, they have a perception that it's very, very strange that European people chose Russia to go. That's why they think that you are kind of stars here, you know, like
we
just
are
every
stars,
time like,
yeah.
really? Really? Are you
I
from
can give you my
Europe?
autograph if you want after.
Okay.
No.
What do you do in your free time?
Okay, except bars. I mean, like in winter, like you cannot go. No, see, okay, I remember something that I wanted to say. Like one thing really different is like the temperature,
Yeah,
and of course the snow.
and the snow.
The snow, because like in Paris we don't have snow. Like
Maybe you have snow one time in a year, like one day, and you're just
One
like,
day.
oh my god, it's snow day, and it's like amazing. But here it's just like every day is snow day, it's like just more snow, you know, like
yeah,
40
so
centimeters today, and you just
that's crazy.
Okay.
But it's really beautiful, like to see like that much snow, because in France we have snow, but like just in the ski resorts, like in the Alps or the Pyrenees.
yeah.
But
for now.
like if you don't go to ski or to mountains, like you cannot really like see snow like this every day. And like I remember like when we actually came to Moscow, like it was in the beginning of September, like the 3rd or something like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the day before we were like saying goodbye to our friends, and we were like in a cafe in Paris, very cliche. But like we were like in t-shirts, and it was like 20 degrees or something.
So it was 30 degrees.
20?
30.
30
Yeah,
degrees?
it was really
okay,
hot,
so
yeah.
it was 30 degrees. And when we come to Moscow, it was like 9. It was like, it's September, what? So yeah, like temperature is like different, but
But we get used to
we
it.
get
like,
used to this.
Because like during like the last weeks, it was like maybe minus 20, minus 15 or stuff like that. And like we just realized like 1 week ago it was 0 degrees or -1 like today, and we're just like, oh my god, it's like it's spring.
It's
weird.
when it's 0 for us now, we can go in t-shirt on the streets and it's almost like warm.
Yeah, but when we will come back to France with like the heat of the summer, we just be.
And we just die. Like yeah.
Okay, but what about your free time?
And so yeah, about so actually like I go with you to dance lesson, like to hip hop, and it's really cool, and I really like the hip hop, and we go and walk. We like to discover like now we can't, but like at the beginning of the year we used to take bikes to like bike around the Moskva River, like it was pretty cool. Like to see
it's
like
pretty
the
cool.
landscapes of the city, and like we try to like not of course every month or every week, but to discover new places.
And we're not done. And I
We-
don't know if
yeah.
I'm not sure we'll be done until like the end of the year.
Yeah, because it's so huge. Like there's like each corner of the street, like there is a different like cool thing to see. But I think like this semester we will focus more like on visiting like maybe museum or something. But like the thing is, there's so many things to do like in Moscow. So usually we try to, when it's not like -20, we like go out and just like discover the city. Like it's really cool activity to do. And except that, like
Maybe traveling?
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, we did that.
Yes, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you travel?
We went to in the beginning of the year. We went to Caucasus.
Caucasus.
Yeah, just north of Georgia, and that was amazing. That was great. So we discovered what it feels to have like 18 hours of train.
Oh yeah.
Because in France, in 80 hours, you're not in France, you're only Italy or whatever. And like, we just saw that, and it was like, it was actually maybe our first experience outside the city of Moscow.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like
It was
honestly.
great. Mountains are just amazing, beautiful.
And it was really like interesting because it was still in Russia, but like the country, the landscape, and even like people, they have like this different culture because like they're, I think, mostly Muslims, and so they have like a lot of culture, tradition and stuff, and it's like very interesting for us because we didn't felt like in Russia actually, like we felt, I don't know, like in another country.
Yeah.
And this is why I like Russia, because there are so many like oblast and krai and like stuff, and it's like each one, like for example, like Kazan with like Tatarstan, so it's like lots of like different cultures and different like people, and this is like a really rich country, I think. And yeah, in Caucasus was like amazing, honestly. Like it was like we went to like some. I think it was from the army, like vehicles from the army, like the big trucks, and we were sitting behind, and just to see, because you were with us, right? Yeah. What's your best like part of this trip?
Actually, paraplanning, I think.
Yeah.
But we lost it, sorry.
Yeah, we didn't do that, but we ride horses.
Yeah.
And like actually, I remember like one cool moment is like when we were like in the village, and there is like some guy from the village, and he had a horse, but like he was very like not domestic horse. He was like a more wild, yeah. And you like like you're not a professional rider, but actually like you just came into the ride the horse.
I remember. It was very funny.
I was just like, yeah, okay, I want to ride a horse in Russia. I don't know. Because in France, like we know a lot, like those historical Russian riders, like Cossacks. I don't know, like there is like there are like the Russian army riders from before time are like very known and very famous, and I was just like, yeah, I want to ride a horse in Caucasus, and it was a great experience. I
remember you were like stuck in your house, and like you couldn't move. Like,
yes.
You were just like, please. It was so fun. Like, yeah, that was like impressive. And we also went to like St. Petersburg with you too. Like actually,
yeah, I also know about it.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was like in December.
In the beginning of December.
And it was really like, I think we both like agree that it's like the most beautiful city we visited. No, I don't know.
In Russia, I would say, yeah. I mean,
what?
I
Not Moscow?
I like Moscow a lot. Like the center is like very, I mean, a lot of beautiful buildings and stuff. But what I liked in St. Petersburg was like the urbanistic plan. Like it's very well done. Like you have like straight roads with like buildings that are all different, but also they're all respecting some rules, like same height.
Yeah.
And they're just like very beautiful.
It's really beautiful city, yeah. And like all the like the castle and like the Kremlin also is no, it's not a Kremlin. Like the fortress, like by the river.
Oh yeah, in the Neva, like there was like some island.
Yeah.
And in this island, like there was like
big church.
Maybe not a castle, but yeah.
But yeah, it was amazing. But it was like very cold. I think it was like the moment we felt the coldest. It was maybe
definitely
-20.
Yes, it was very cold there.
And oh my god, like I think it was like the really like cold experience of Russia. But it was like a really nice city to go at, I think. And we were, I remember like what we also do like during our free time is go to like ice skate.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like there is a lot of choice. We should really go to VDNG. But
have you been to Gorky Park?
Yeah, no.
Yes. Only for walking.
You should go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And VDNG too, is good.
Okay, yeah, we like really try like some katok. But yes, like ice.
Ice skating?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's the place where you
ice skate. Okay.
Patinoire. in but like yeah, now there's a lot of things to do. Like you can never be bored. I think in Moscow because always like a new bar to discover or something like this. Not
some
only
museums
bars.
and beautiful churches and beautiful buildings. Like,
Yeah, in churches. Oh, I think like what I really prefer about Russia architecture is like churches.
Yeah, you know, I have noticed it because like every time you post it in your Instagram, just like churches, every time, every Russian Moscow churches. Yeah.
But
yeah, because they're very typical, and I
so-
guess there is nothing like this in France.
France,
Like,
yeah.
about, like the like the stuff.
Kupol,
Колокольня.
Karakolnya.
They're just like very typical, and all the churches are like that.
They're all like the same but different. Like I mean,
Yeah. I mean, like that's like maybe part of the Orthodox style. Like whenever they can like make something beautiful, they just don't. They just go like there's a lot of colors, a lot of golden stuff, a lot of worked sculpture and stuff, and it's just make like every church was like very full of interest.
yeah, and like what I prefer, like of course the exterior is beautiful, but like inside, when you see all these walls with like golden icon and
Yes,
like-
there is no part of the wall which is just white or something.
White or like-
everywhere
Yeah.
or something.
because like in our churches, like in Europe, like in France, we like usually it's just like nothing on the wall, just like the
The glasses.
The glasses.
Like, not glasses, but
vitrail,
windows.
Vitrage, yes.
vitrage,
Yeah.
like
Vitrage.
with
Yeah,
colors
yeah.
and stuff, vitrage, and that's pretty all like. I mean, but your churches are really like beautiful.
Okay, let's continue the talk about architecture. Which differences have you noticed between Russian architecture and French architecture in general, maybe?
Maybe actually it's cliche, but maybe the size. Like
Yeah.
it seems
Okay.
like in Russia, you just when there are some buildings who are just built and they want to be impressive and huge and very monumental. I just guess in France we are like more focused on, I don't know, maybe the city and just like having like not so big buildings. We are maybe more working on parts or stuff. But yeah, like there is a lot of.
There is space, like I mean, like you can like extend the city of Moscow, like I don't know, like not thousand, but it's like many kilometers.
Yeah, like the closest big city from here is like, I mean, big city, maybe there is St. Petersburg, Volgograd, or Smolensk, I don't know, but it's just like, yeah,
Right.
it's cliche as well, but like, yeah, there is space. That's what like our teacher told us, like maybe one of the first week. We just made it a school, and we are like walking with like the buildings next to it in the city, and we're just like, yeah, I can do that because I don't have space. And she was just like, yeah, you're in Russia, you have space, so just use a big parcel, and use a big land, and just do your stuff.
Yeah, I think, and what I like noticed about like Moscow, like particular, is like Moscow is really like eclectic. Like I mean, there are buildings like I don't know, like this big tower, then like this small house, and like it's. It can at first it can seem very weird because in Paris it's so like well.
There are a lot of rules.
Yeah, a lot of rules to follow, and streets are always like very strict.
Yeah, and here is more like, I mean, it's just like, not like there is no rules. It's not messy, but it's like, it's in a good way. Like, you can just find like a big modern building and next to it a little church,
yeah.
or constructivist stuff.
So it's really interesting because I think you have maybe more freedom, and like in France we are so much rules that like we cannot express like I don't know.
Yeah, maybe for comparing to Paris.
Comparing to Paris, actually. Yeah.
Because like in the center of Paris you have like the Haussmann building and you have them everywhere. So I think they are beautiful and it makes beautiful streets, but it's not eclectic. It's not. It's always the same.
Yeah. So I guess like it's cool. It's different, but it's like very interesting to see. And one thing that I like about Moscow is like there is air to breathe. Like in Paris, like streets are sometimes very narrow and like buildings very not high but kind of. and you feel like a bit like stressed, not stressed, but like oppressed, like without like you can breathe, like I don't know. And Moscow, it's so like I don't know, like big streets and like you can like
A lot of freedom.
yeah, freedom, like actually, and parks. I love parks in Moscow. Like I think like I don't know the name of the park, like next to our dormitory. Neskuchi, yeah, park.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, it's like close to the Moskva, and it's just after Gorky. There's Gorky, and then there's this park, and it's like amazing. Like I feel like to be in a forest, like but we're just in the center of Moscow, so really good city actually.
I know. Okay, maybe can you compare your university and MARHI? Which distinctions maybe can you name?
Okay, a lot.
Yeah?
You go first.
Maybe first the building. Like here the MARKHI, the building of the MARKHI is like amazing. Like you just go into the front and it's
Like
really
this
beautiful.
room, like actually, like this view. It's so cool.
And in France, like we study in a former industrial building, so it's just it's different. Like it's good inside, but it's not beautiful.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely the building, and also it's very huge. Like market just like really huge. And maybe maybe for like what we study and what we like it's also very different in when we are studying, because it appears like here in MARKHI. It's more like comparing to France, it's more focused on arts and also like traditional arts. We just saw like the students here are like very good at drawing, pre-hand drawing.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, and actually we are like in fourth year, and when we first came, like the administration put us in like the first year class of drawing. And they are still like far better than us. And
Yeah, that's incredible. Like actually.
I remember the story about the cubes that you needed to draw.
Oh my God, that was such difficult task. Like.
Yeah, maybe we cheated sometime and used the rules.
Don't tell the
cut it.
teacher. Yeah. Like actually, like I think like in your school, you're very focused on representation and like really like put the accent on this like.
Like on the view?
Yeah, on like
on the picture?
The feel we will have when we saw it. Like,
because in France, like we don't have like these courses of like painting, drawing. We have like what we call plastic arts. Like we have like this, but it's just like I don't know, 3 hours a week or something like this.
It's different. Like.
But it's more free, like it's more like not modern arts, but contemporary arts.
Like, usually our teachers are like modern artists, so they just do some interesting stuff, but it's not like as traditional stuff as we can do here, like just
it's not
drawing faces and cubes.
It's more about expression and like something like this. So yeah, definitely I can say that your school is very focused on the arts, and our school more on the
technique stuff.
Technique, yes, of course. Yeah, I think we have much more technique stuff, and also we have courses, for example, of sociology. We really like about understanding like for whom are we building the buildings. I mean, like we like have a lot of like we have philosophy, like as I said, like sociology. And it's really like interesting because we understand that okay, we build things, but it's like it's for someone. So we have to adapt like the way we do the conception for which person we would like basic building.
It's definitely influenced by the city in which we are. Like in our school in Paris, we have like the problematics of density, trying to put good buildings in like small spaces, because like Paris is dense and we have like maybe not a lack of space, but we need to be dense and stuff. So I guess it influences the way they are teaching us. And here it's more like you have spaces, you're making like huge monumental buildings and also like normal size, of course, but it's just. I guess like the city we work in influence a lot, like the way the architecture is teaching. Like,
but like last thing is that I remember actually like we had an argument, like the two of
Yeah,
us,
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
about how to make a project, and I
Yes,
think it
yes.
says everything. Like it was like because you like usually you start doing the facade, which is crazy for us because we start with the plans, and like for us like there is the plans and the facade comes after because it's like
I mean, the facade is designed by the plans, which are
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's the
I
vision of
understand
the plan.
But it's like only like my view of working, you know, just like okay, we have some people in MARKHI who is also start from the plan, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I think in general,
Yeah.
MARKHI students are more focused on facade than on plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the
That's
like
true.
the looks, the outside
Yeah,
look,
the
Yeah,
impression.
yeah.
the impression that the building like will give. This is cool because I think maybe we lack of this in France. I mean, we may be too focused on like just AutoCAD, and just the plans, and you like you like work and make things like beautiful. I think not beautiful, but like it's important like to have like a great building. I mean, like interesting inside, but also to fit like and be beautiful. Not beautiful, but
Like the impression people will have while seeing the building.
Yeah,
Like it
it's-
seems to be a big.
it's also.
I mean, in France we also think about that, but it's maybe secondary. First, we have to think about like, do we have like optimal size for the spaces and stuff, and I mean the orientation sense and stuff. So, but it's like as you said, like it's like an interesting to have like those very different approach of designing, because it's just like I think like we didn't add in France, so at the beginning of the year it just forced us to change our way
to think.
to think about the project, because we were actually a bit lost at the beginning. So
Yeah. So we're gonna have new skills of drawing, painting.
Yes, I wanted to say that it's a very good experience for you to study something new or improve your skills in facades or just in art too. Because I think you have a progress now.
Yeah,
I hope
trying
in
to.
skills.
No, actually, what the teacher like told me the other day, like it was my best work, but if I look from the first one, like I guess I'd make progress because it was really not good. But now it's like
starting
getting.
from the bottom.
Thank you. And it's so like cool to have like, I think painting and Russian class are my favorite subject in MARKHI.
The Russian class, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
Just because of the teacher?
Yes, no, because of Russian too. Like it's super interesting.
Okay.
Difficult but interesting. Yes.
Yeah,
So-
we are speaking French, and we know French is like such a messy
difficult,
language
yeah.
as well. Yeah, that's like one of the differences which is interesting here. It's just like for the words, you don't embarrass yourselves with like extra letters as we do in France. Like,
But
I
you
don't
have,
know.
but you have some like unpronounceable letters like me,
Mate.
like
yeah, and the
it's so
different sh, like,
difficult for us. And sh, like sh,
Really?
like the one with
Sh?
the
Sh?
sh. And
Like
what
Like
is
we
because
have
the-
sh,
yeah,
and
there is
then
like-
with this.
yeah, there is sh with a tail, ch, ts.
Yeah, and like I think like the first word that I learned like in Russian, not the first, but the most difficult one was like "здравствуйте." I was like, oh my god, where is this like a B and a T and a Z and like in a single like. So I was like, and to write it like it's impossible, like it's like a really mess.
I don't know if I still know.
No, me too.
We say it every time, but
Yeah. But yeah, that's like.
But your favorite word, I think, is ti.
T?
Yeah? No?
Yes.
You just try to do it right every time.
Yeah, but it's super difficult. Like E.
I guess my favorite word is choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Yeah, because it's like so.
About the
so
pronunciation or what? Like
No,
why?
no,
it's-
for the use, like it's so
Oh, for-
efficient, like choo-choo.
Choo-
When I will be back to France, I will keep saying choo-choo. It's
Like it's gonna be like a memory of like.
yeah, you can answer basically everything with choo-choo, like. So, are you in Russia for a long time? Choo-choo. Are you speaking with choo-choo?
Yeah, it's actually like true.
Okay. Maybe do you want to tell something more?
I like Russia.
Yeah. I think we're both like really glad to came to Russia and to study MARKHI. Like, and I also like want to say that like students in MARKHI, they're really like welcoming. They're really like actually helping us a lot. Like for example in drawing, like we met some good people and they were always like, oh, because like of course the teacher speaking Russian and we're like, oh my god, I understand nothing. And like they all like come to us say, oh, do you want some help? I can like send you a picture of the work, or I don't know. They always like trying to help us. And
in France, in our university, we are less open to. I mean, when there are like foreigners, we're just like, okay, you're foreigners. Where are you from? Okay, nice, and we just go back to our work and we're not. And
not
here it was just like, I mean, the first day we came here, like there was like every class we have, there are like students who can like. I mean, they're interesting, and they just
come to us and
they help and
we discuss, and it's like super good. Like, and actually, even if in the fourth course, like in the project, we met also some really good guys and girls, and it's super cool. Like, and we met you. We met you. It was a mistake, I think, but now.
Now we're done.
Thank you.
I think Russian like student MARKHI, they're really like welcoming. It's really cool to study here. Like actually, I don't miss like some like my school in France. I mean.
No, me neither. I mean, it's like.
Yeah, it's like really good experience, and thank you Russia for letting us come, and yeah.
Thank you that you came here. Such a present for us.
Don't lie, please. I see you're lying.
No, I'm a very honest person, you know.
No.
Okay, anyway, thank you very much for this interview. It was very, very great and very interesting. I hope.
Yeah, thank you guys for inviting us to this like cool interview, and like if you have any question about like if you want to go to France, we can also help you. If you
I want to go, but not for studying.
Yeah, you're going to Madrid, right? But yeah. If you want to learn French, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.